If you have pearls, get ready to clutch them. I don't want it to be a scam. Capitalism is a whole gas, you guys. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Okay, real quick, before I zoom you in for the eye look, can you tell that this is a bathrobe? The answer is probably yes, I know, but I really wanted to wear something that sort of matched my eye look today, and I don't own a lot of green in this shade. So do me a favor and pretend it doesn't look like a bathrobe, and now let's get into the eye look. So this is actually my second eye look using the Mcgrath Celestial Odyssey palette, which is currently out of stock. I'm so sorry, I posted a rave review of this palette and you literally can't buy it right now. But I did put a pinned comment on the video reviewing this saying that on the Mcgrath website, it does say that you can sign up to be notified when it's back in stock, which implies the existence of a restock. So manifesting a restock really soon, and also manifesting a big sale for you guys because I love this palette so much. And I wanted to play with some more earthy tones today, so I'm wearing this deep brown shade on my outer corner, and then this gorgeous green shimmer. Are you seeing this? This is like maybe my favorite green shimmer I've ever used. It has so many different color flecks of glitter in it. Like, these are such dimensional shimmers. I love them so much. I'm also wearing like literally just a touch of this bronze shade on my lower lash line and just a little bit of this shade on my brow bone and as my nose highlight. I've been loving this shade as a nose highlight. Oh, and then the white eyeliner is from Glisten Cosmetics. So that is all the details on my eyes today. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to find out that I'm wearing a bathrobe and try to pass it off as a shirt. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in my unpopular makeup opinions. So I think I've posted like 2 other unpopular makeup opinion videos on my channel before, but it's been months and months and months since my last one, and I am constantly gaining new unpopular makeup opinions. And of course, the only disclaimer I'll give in this whole video is that these are just my opinions. I'm not saying they're facts, and also my opinions change all the time. So I might be eating my words in a couple of months, and I'll certainly let you know if I am. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to hear all of my hot makeup takes and my unpopular makeup opinions, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Okay, so unpopular makeup opinion number 1. Let's talk about eyeshadow. There has been a very clear trend with color stories for 2022 that started at the end of 2021, but I feel like palettes keep coming out in this color story and I hate it. I simply hate all of the mauve eyeshadows that are coming out. I just don't like mauves. I don't know what it is. I love the color mauve, like in, you know, my everyday life. I don't really own anything mauve. Maybe I don't like the color mauve in my everyday life. I'm like trying to look around and see if I see anything, but I really have not been loving all of these mauve color stories that keep coming out. And I know you're probably on the other side of the screen shouting, hey, you silly lady, you don't even like neutral eyeshadows. But that's not true. Look at this brown eyeshadow on my eyes right now. Literally a neutral girl, my goodness. No, I know I'm not a neutral girl, but something about mauves I just especially don't like. Every time I put them on, they look a little muddy. I even tried wearing a mauve shade from this beautiful Mcgrath palette. I wore this kind of rosy shade, and this one I didn't hate, you know, because it's definitely on the rosier side. I loved that eye look, by the way. Here's the eye look in case you haven't seen it. Gorgeous, beautiful, loved it. But throughout the day, I was like, oh man, if I did this again, I probably wouldn't use that shade in the crease because I don't know what it is. I like pink eyeshadow, but I think my thing is like if I'm gonna wear pink eyeshadow, it's gotta be like a hot pink eyeshadow. Or I could do like a pastel pink. You guys know I love my pastels, so I could do a pastel pink, a magenta, even a fuchsia. But when it comes to mauve, I'm like, get her out of here. Maybe I need to try to find a way to work mauves into my makeup looks in a way that makes me like them more. I don't know, because I'm not opposed to cool tones. I love cool tones. I love wearing blues. I love wearing purples. And I don't even mind wearing like grays every once in a while. Like if I'm doing a super smoky eye, I do like cool tones. But for some reason, mauves, I just don't get it. I know, I feel like I'm just saying nonsense at this point, so I will wrap up this unpopular opinion. But let me know if you guys like mauve eyeshadows. Do you know what I'm saying about them just like looking a little muddy? Let me know what you guys think about mauve eyeshadows, if you like them, if you don't, because I don't like them. All right, I'm excited to talk to you about this next unpopular makeup opinion. I don't know if this is unpopular. It doesn't matter, everything's subjective. But my next unpopular opinion is that skincare infused makeup is a scam. And here's the thing, I don't want it to be a scam. I want skincare infused makeup to be real so badly, but I just feel like we're missing the proof, and that's what I want from these companies. Because when I did my video at the end of 2021 talking about my 2022 makeup predictions, a big prediction I had was that like all new makeup coming out this year is gonna be infused with some sort of skincare, and I feel like I've been correct in that so far. It wasn't a hard prediction to make. That's been, you know, in the works for a while, but all new products coming out tend to have a skincare claim within them, and that's great. I love that. I'm a skincare fiend. I love skincare so much. I have so many different skincare products in my collection, and I love trying new stuff, but I just feel like I want to see some clinical trials. A lot of these products have skincare claims that have something like vitamin C in it that you have to use over time before you really see a difference. So I would like to know if these products have enough of those skincare ingredients in them to really see a difference, and I would love to see like some clinical trials of people who use the product for 3 months, 6 months, maybe even longer, and I want to see what their skin looks like before and after, with no makeup on, mind you, because I feel like we see the product photos of them wearing the makeup and they're like, by the way, it has this skincare claims to it, and then the marketing photos are all very like no makeup, natural, oh look at how good their skin looks even though they're wearing makeup. But I would just love to know if the skincare is actually making a difference over time, because that would be amazing, right? That's why I tentatively am saying that I think skincare and makeup is a scam. I don't want it to be a scam though. Like I said, I just want to see proof, because if there's a foundation out there that has such like potent skincare ingredients that it can make your skin better over time, I will buy that foundation in a heartbeat. That sounds amazing. Also sounds too good to be true. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys think about that. Do you have any skincare infused makeup that you feel like made your skin look better over time? I used to really love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm pretty sure I said on my channel probably like 3 years ago at this point that I felt like my skin looked better after wearing it. I'm gonna retract that statement. I don't really think it looked better after wearing it. I think just in comparison to like more drying foundations I had used, it made my skin less dry. I don't think it made my skin look any better after wearing it. It just made my skin look less worse than it had with other products. So I feel like sometimes we can get a placebo effect that way, where you're like, oh, my skin feels better wearing this than it did with a different product, but I want to see the results over time. So yeah, makeup brands, take notes. I would love to see some clinical trials. I think that would be great. I think you'd sell a lot more product that way too. So here you go, free marketing tip for you. Yeah, I think that'd be great. All right, for my next unpopular makeup opinion, this one's a little silly, and I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, but I don't like beauty sponges. I have like 10 of them sitting in a bin back here. Oops, almost knocked over my coffee. I have like 10 of them sitting in my bin back here, and I don't reach for them ever. I love my flat top kabuki brush. That's what I use to apply my foundation and all of my cream products. I use it to apply my bronzer and my blush, but this isn't just like a preference thing, you know? It's not just like, oh, I prefer my brush over the sponge. Like, no, I prefer no sponges at all. I have used many different brands of sponges. I've never used the OG Beauty Blender, so maybe I would like it if I use that, but I've used the Juno & Co sponge, the e.l.f. sponge, Shop Miss A sponges, Morphe sponge. Like, I've tried a bunch of different brands, and I've just found with all of them, you know, it spreads out the foundation. It certainly spreads out the foundation, but I think what it really comes down to, and that's why this is, you know, it's kind of a petty video. I feel comfortable being petty with you, but I'm not getting up to rinse that guy underwater. I already got my water once for my water activated liner. I'm not gonna get up again and wet the sponge, and then you have to clean it every time. It's simply not going to happen. My Sagittarius moon will not allow me to clean the sponge after every use. I do clean my brush occasionally, although I'll be frank with you and feel free to think this is gross, but more often than not, I just do one of these between uses. Then once it stops, you know, once product stops showing up, I'm like, oh cool, it's clean. And I'm not breaking out, so it must be clean. But with a sponge, you have to like go in with soap. I felt like every sponge I ever used, I could never get clean, and I tried using dish soap. I know a lot of people use dish soap, and that I had trouble getting all the foundation out. And when I used a cleanser, that was better, but I still had trouble getting all the foundation out. Then I felt like there was soap stuck in it too. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, which I know is surprising after what I told you about the infrequency of me cleaning my brushes, but I am a bit of a germaphobe when I think about like things being wet and holding on to bacteria. And the fact that it's a sponge just makes me think of like a dish sponge and how that gets bacteria on it when there's like food stuck in it and everything. I don't know, sponges gross me out and I don't feel like they work all that well either, and it's just a lot of effort, and I could honestly do without them. I feel like brands are constantly coming out with new sponges and everyone's got a sponge now, and there's clearly a market for it. Not me, but there's clearly a market for it. But I really prefer my brushes over my sponges or my fingers. I'd rather use my fingers because I just don't like them at all. Alrighty, are you ready for my mascara hot take? If you have pearls, get ready to clutch them. No luxury mascara can do more than a drugstore mascara can. There's no technology with mascara that justifies a higher price point. I think most of the time you're paying for a brand name or you're paying for the packaging. You know, a lot of mascara has some innovative packaging. I actually know Benefit just came out with a mascara recently that's like a click top, which is so cool. Like, I'm not gonna buy it, but that's really cool. So like, innovative packaging I can understand paying a little more for, but when it comes down to the product, the formula inside, the brush inside, there's nothing in there that should cost more than $20. Again, unless there's some skincare ingredient that's really been proven, you know, like if it's infused with castor oil and they have clinical trials showing that over time it can increase the length of your lashes. But again, like I said with my skincare infused makeup unpopular opinion, I want to see the trials for that. You know, I don't want to just know like, oh, there's castor oil in there, that's good for your lashes. Show me someone who's been using only that mascara for the last 6 months and show me the difference in their lashes, and show me multiple people, because some people's hair just like grows faster than others. So I want to see like a full trial. You know, I'm asking a lot of these brands, they have money, and I think that they would sell more product if they actually did these trials. But what I predict would actually happen is they'd probably do the trials and see that there weren't really any results, because as I said before, I just don't think there's ever enough of like a skincare ingredient to actually make a difference. But if there was, that would be so cool. If one brand, you know, if just a couple of brands want to really get into the science of things and really work hard on a formula until they found that the skincare is potent enough to actually make a difference, oh my gosh, I feel like they would sell so much product, you know? But I just feel like mascaras, I don't think they're all created equally. Don't get me wrong, I'm a mascara fiend. That's the first makeup I ever wore. I wore exclusively mascara for like 5 years before I got into any other makeup, and I tried like every mascara at the drugstore, and then I got to college and I tried a bunch of mascaras from Sephora. So I've tried high-end, I've tried drugstore, I've tried all different kinds of mascaras. I'd love to grab sample mascaras when I have like Sephora points. I always grab like a luxury one just to try, and I gotta tell you, there's just really no difference between the luxury and the drugstore ones. I remember I was so excited to try the Milk Makeup mascara. I got that as like my birthday gift 2 years ago, when you could pick like, you know, your birthday gift at the end. It came with the Milk Lip and Cheek and the mascara, and I was so disappointed by the mascara. I was like, why is this so hyped up? It's doing nothing for my lashes. I used it for like a week and then I just switched back to my Essence Lash Princess because that just was so much better to me. And here's the deal, if you have the money to spend and you found a mascara you liked and you want to keep buying it, you totally should. But I just bring this up for the people that feel like they have to spend more money on a mascara for it to be better. You know, maybe you don't like wearing false lashes ever, so you're willing to, you know, invest some more money in a mascara. But just know that like you can probably find a drugstore dupe, and if you have a high-end mascara you're trying to dupe, you know, let me know, because I know lots of dupes for different things. If you like the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, the Kokie Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara is almost identical. They have the same brush and the formula is very similar in my opinion. If you like the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, get the L'Oreal one in the pink tube. It works exactly the same. There's just so many drugstore dupes for high-end mascaras. I just feel like just save your money for something else. But that's just my unpopular opinion. Okay, moving on to my next unpopular opinion, which is that makeup subscription boxes are wasteful and unnecessary. Okay. Not that they're totally unnecessary, but I think that subscription boxes, the way that they have been the last couple of years and the way that they started out, is no longer a viable way of doing things. I had an Ipsy subscription for 3 years, maybe 2.5 years, and I ended up canceling it because I had so much wasted product. And they even have that little quiz, you know, that's what kind of drives me nuts about subscription boxes, is they're like, take our personalized quiz, we'll never send you anything you don't want. But I took that quiz and I put in all of the things that I wanted and didn't want, and they still sent me a bunch of stuff that I didn't want. So one, the quiz is clearly just a farce. You know, maybe it's there to get your skin tone so they know what like shades of things to send you. But with preferences, I really feel like they didn't take those into consideration. And so that just created a lot of waste for me. And I feel like what I want to see from subscription boxes now, and maybe this is a possibility with some of them, I know with the Trend Mood box, you can buy just like the box, like already knowing what's going to be in it. You don't have to sign up for like a monthly subscription. You can just like sign up for that box. And I love that. I feel like they all should be that way. And I know with most of the other subscription services, you can cancel your subscription at any time, but how many times did I just simply forget to cancel my Ipsy subscription? Because how many subscriptions do we all have now? Not even just makeup subscriptions. Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Seamless Plus. Like there's so many subscription services. Subscriptions have really become like the wave of the future, and that's how companies continue to make money, because you no longer have to pay for things one time. Now you pay for them on like a monthly basis. Capitalism is a whole gas, you guys. But all of this to say, like, you forget about some of your subscriptions, you know? So when you sign up for these makeup subscription boxes, you forget to see what they're sending you before you have time to cancel it. And then all of a sudden you have an Ipsy box here with a bunch of stuff that you don't want in it, and it's wasteful. And that's what really drives me nuts about it. I know there's a fun element of surprise. You're not gonna know everything you're getting, and it's kind of fun and it's like a surprise. But I feel like the future of subscription boxes could be really great if they just gave you options. Like, we know they have a bunch of different stuff over there at Ipsy headquarters and BoxyCharm headquarters, right? And I know some of these subscription boxes will let you choose like a couple choose your own items, but they don't let you choose everything. Why don't we just skip the element of surprise and let you choose everything? You know, that way at least it's not wasteful. I know they'd probably sell out of certain items that way, and other items would be kept in their back stock, because I rarely got something in my Ipsy bag that I was like, wow, I'm so glad they sent me this item that I didn't want at all, because it was really great and I'm so happy to have it. More often than not, I was like, wow, I wish they would stop sending me skincare masks that don't work for my skin and are super fragranced and keep breaking me out. I feel like what I'm realizing as I'm talking is that I don't like combination makeup and skincare boxes, because makeup, you know, sometimes it is fun to try stuff that you've never tried before, but with skincare, I don't want to try stuff that I've never tried before unless I've done my own extensive research on it, because our skin is sensitive. My skin's sensitive. Maybe your skin's not sensitive, but people's skin types are so different, and everyone's skin has like different levels of sensitivities, that I just feel like it's so risky to send out skincare products every single month. As one, also, I don't want to introduce new skincare products every single month to my routine, because like, whoa, I don't want to overwhelm my skin. A skincare subscription box service would be cool. I'm sure that already exists and is happening currently, but that would be cool, because then you could like really like let them know what your skin type is. You know, you're dry, but you're also combo, but you're also sensitive. You could go in and select like brands that you like. You could put in like your deal breakers, like if it has any fragrance in it, I can't use it. If it has this ingredient, like a skincare specific service I could get into. But I feel like with the makeup subscription boxes, like I could just do with them dropping the skincare element, or maybe it can be like a person to person basis. Like if you like getting skincare in your subscription box, you should be able to keep that, but I should be able to select that I don't want any skincare in my box. I just think subscription boxes need a lot of work, because the makeup industry already creates a lot of waste. So I think any way we can cut down on that waste by letting people know what's coming in the box so they can decide whether or not they want the box before they get it and end up throwing the product away, that would be great. And yeah, I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm curious to hear your views on it, and if you have any subscription boxes, and if you have any subscription boxes that you feel like aren't wasteful, I would love to hear about them. Look at Bert resting in the background. He's such a sweet guy. I'm like screaming and shouting over here, and he's trying to sleep. What a sweet guy. But don't you worry, Bert, because with that, we have reached the end of the video. Those are all of my unpopular makeup opinions. Were some of them opinions? Were some of them rants? Yes, all of the above. I just love talking about makeup so much with you guys. I love hearing your opinions. I love reading your comments. I think the beauty industry is so big and so vast. There's so much to discuss all the time, you know? And things are constantly changing, trends are changing. Subscription boxes have been around for so long, and I feel like they haven't changed a whole lot. So I just find that really fascinating. I could do a whole video on subscription boxes. I should do some more research before I do that, so I will do that first. But I just find the topic very interesting. And skincare infused makeup I also find very, very interesting. Mauve eyeshadows, get them out of here. I hate them. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they're always really cute and sweet like this one, and I always do the Macarena at the end of the video. Check out my description box for all of the makeup on my face today, as well as a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources to support the Asian American community, and resources to support the LGBTQ+ community. So please check out those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!